Blog Talk Radio.
cleaning out my closet. Mixed team.
Yeah, to everyone listening, what's going on? It's Scheinberg. Let's go. Yeah, 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Say 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Grinding for peace, you know we are the sure shot. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Say 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Grinding for peace, you know we are the sure shot. Ain't just talking about it, man. I'm living alive. You know I'm all around with the spirit of Christ. Yeah. Hey yo, my reason and my purpose for writing down these words is my brothers on the curb, running after they urges. Some have become herbalists, crack dealers and murderers, caterpillars, act like gorillas and it's hurting us. Already took the earth from us, plainclothes burglars, ran up on the homeland with hammers span merciless. On the sand, circled us, a full bliss from the boat. They hurried to approach the surplus, threw us on the block for $1 why to purchase us. Now I hear the cannon burst and bust over my shoulder, man. It's us trying to murder us, banging over, driving by in a black truck. I don't know what's up, man, for real. Hey yo, I don't know what's up. Can't believe they try and kill their own. Somebody gotta put the king back on the throne. So I'm here to do it. You gotta believe this is more than music. Ain't just talking about it, man. I'm living alive. You know I'm all around with the spirit of Christ. I'm out there on the battlefield, day and night. Somebody gotta do it. Yeah, but I know the truth is leaking out. Listen to the wind and I can hear what they speak about. Besides screaming out, I got that reefer out. Talking about the next speaker out, man, they reaching out. They ask each other what the boy Jesus about. Say, I know we was raised in the hood, but can we get out? The answer is yes, this is so it's the hand in the tech. Can produce tears, blood, and sweat, just like the compression of your chest. Can produce breath, and that breath produce stress. You can produce success. Yes, I bet all of my loot to Buddha you blessed. Spend all of my time dropping these lines in the U.S. I write the rhymes that show up on the news desk. Get a message to who's left. God, make them new and fresh. Yeah, please, God, make them new and fresh. I made it a point to never forget about the rest. Ain't just talking about it, man. I'm living alive. You know I'm all around with the spirit of Christ. I'm out there on the battlefield, day and night. Somebody gotta do it. Yeah. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Say 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Grinding for peace, you know we are the sure shot. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Say 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Grinding for peace, you know we are the sure shot. Yeah, this how it goes down. It's Scheinberg, South Philly exclusive. Shout out to my man Star Sharp, Society Park, Cypher Chronicles, grinding for peace. My man Royce Cali. Yeah, I ain't just talking about it, man. I'm living alive. You know I'm all around with the spirit of Christ. I'm out there on the battlefield, day and night. Somebody gotta do it.
Well, just when things want to get bad, when we're approaching 52 and 53, or 53 and 51, that I said that we were going to approach this week, things just start jumping off and starting to happen. But we are going to continue anyway. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you and yours, wherever you are on the World Wide Web. You are listening to Let's Talk, brought to you by the Men Empowered Organization on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. My name is Brother Malachi of the Men Empowered Organization. It is a September the 23rd, 2013. It is a Monday, and tonight, the book of Jasher Latenite, chapter 51. If you have the book of Genesis, it will be, we are in chapter 42 of Genesis. The book of Jasher, 91 chapters, and Genesis, 50 chapters. And we are getting underway momentarily right here on Blog Talk Radio. If you'd like to join in on our show while we are here live for a question or comment, the number to call is 347-205-9279. And yes, the chat room is open right at this time. And we'll be right back beginning with the book of Jasher, chapter 51, verse 1. We'll be right back momentarily after this musical break.
This is Nana. You're in tune to Rare Jewels with Clarity and Zen's on the beat. Keep it locked.
Real. This is Proverbs the Wise. This is Proverbs the Wise. Proverbs the Wise. Representing VA, and you're in tune to the Rare Jewels mixtape with Clarity and Zen's on the beat. Keep it locked. For real.
Correctly with the correct amount.
Yeah, baby. You tuned in to Rare Jewels. You got the right station. Don't touch that dial. Let's go. Yes, sir. Clarity and Clear Channel, a.k.a. Kid Cobalt, a.k.a. Paradise Skills. I'm supposing it's right to exhale light. So I breathe through mics the oxygen that I write. Opposite of fatal attractions, a theme with advice that I give away free, though it's worth a serious price. You know it. We in a day, a technological advancement. What God has made in Memphis, people's growth is backwards. Money piles up right next to their caskets. Modern day pharaohs get buried in their mansions. Frequency of the world set to an odd number. Rap music got guns, pop music gay lovers. Is it undercovers or so blatant we numb? Well, maybe not all of us, but a grandson. I kick a verse for the sons in the slums to learn. The world is yours, baby, but be wise with your turn. Cause as the world turns, the signs confirm. Hell's getting closer as the ozone burns. But listen, yeah, you tuned into the right station, man. Listen, don't touch that dial. This is the birth of the niggas' redemption. From where? From the plantation of the hood where I made my entrance. Slain by the system, renamed by the lynchmen. My pain now positions me for a new existence. My resurrection, I got my hood on my back. And my family tree that they tried to act. I'm Paul with these raps and I'ma take y'all to act. Show y'all Diana and our sister's booty crack. It's so heavy when revelation bricks your face. You know it. Who cares that you rockin' those babe and apes? Who cares? When the whole world is full of babes and apes. Cowards with guns that wouldn't bust the grape. This is God's wrath you taste. Our podcast is grace and Comcast is face to the broadcast is great. Welcome to the kingdom that Jay-Z hinted at. And the truth behind fraud that Nas wanted back. Listen, yeah, you got the right station, man. It's a very clear channel, you know what I'm saying? It's Clarity, Paradise Skills. Listen, I'm supposing I'm Moses when I pose with the boldness. Telling those pharaohs face to face, you so bogus. Baloney with halitosis, I'm about to smash your cronies and chunks. No rollies, low budget, I roll holy, but blow and smash totally. Idols that kill poetry, flowing how it's supposed to be. Notice how I'm an open sea, but filtered through a fountain of faith. So y'all better build an art, cause the rain got a date. And when the tide go up, say bye to hell's gate. How low to God's face, cause then heaven is the place. Jesus said that earth was meant to be. Thy kingdom come is something that we all supposed to see. His will being done is his people being free. But that'll never happen till those people do believe. And I'm one that does, so get ready to receive. Stay tuned.
And it's the music of Clarity from the Rare Jewels mixtape, the 2020 Clarity. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you and yours, wherever you are. Jasher, chapter 51, verse 1. And Jacob afterward heard there was corn in Egypt, and he called unto his son to go to Egypt to buy corn. For
Understand they say that the economy is bad right now. Understand you're going through some things.
but God's got your back. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot to tell you this right here. I love you. To write the kind of songs that'll make it work. Tell me if you had enough, especially if your heart hurts. I know that you've been down, but now it's time for coming up and running up and growing up and sprouting up out of the dirt. They said it wouldn't work, but put your life on high alert. God will heal your pain and hurt if you simply put it first. Get off your butt, look, you know it's time to go to work. Read the word and go to church. Remember, you don't have to cuss. Tell God you feel bad. There's nothing wrong with being real. The supernatural man is still really cares about how you feel. And even though he has a major problems disappear, power up and persevere. And besides all that, you're still here. So let the King of Kings comfort and encourage you. Fill you up, wipe your tears and hold you too. So hold your head up, boo. Everything will be alright. I love you. You're the reason why I write.
Everything you're going through, hold on. God is coming with a breakthrough. The time is right, put the seed in the ground. I can turn around and speak life to you right now. You will walk in total prosperity. Gotta give you boldness, walk in the authority. You gotta recognize you're a part of royalty. Ask who you're rolling with, tell him it's the King of Kings. He's the one took away the sins of the world to show love to every man, woman, boy, and girl. Your boy Lottie from the M.I. crooked letter with lyrics for your eardrums to make you feel better. So don't break, don't bow, and don't bend. Keep it in your mind, baby, that you've been born again. Keep the faith, stand tall, stand in the fight. I love you, you're the reason why I write.
Well, we are back, and we're going to try it again. Now, we are in the book of Jasher, chapter 51. And Jacob afterward heard that there was corn in Egypt, and he called unto his sons to go to Egypt to buy corn. For upon them also did the famine prevail. And he called unto his sons, saying, 2. Behold, I hear that there is corn in Egypt, and all the people of the earth go there to purchase. Now therefore, why will you show yourselves satisfied before the whole earth? Go you also down to Egypt, and buy us a little corn among those that come there, that we may not die. 3. And the sons of Jacob hearkened to the voice of their father, and they rose up to go down to Egypt in order to buy corn among the rest that came there. 4. And Jacob their father commanded them, saying, When you come into the city, do not enter together in one gate, on account of the inhabitants of the land. 5. And the sons of Jacob went forth, and they went to Egypt, and the sons of Jacob did all as their fathers had commanded them. And Jacob did not send Benjamin, for he said, lest an accident might befall him on the road like his brother. And 10 of the sons went forth. 6. And whilst the sons of Jacob were going on the road, they repented of what they had done to Joseph, and they spoke to each other, saying, We know that our brother Joseph went down to Egypt, and now we will seek him where we go. And if we find him, we will take him from his master for a ransom, and if not, by force, and we will die for him. 7. And the sons of Jacob agreed to this thing, and strengthened themselves on account of Joseph, to deliver him from the hand of his master. And the sons of Jacob went to Egypt, and when they came near to Egypt, they separated from each other, and they came through 10 gates of Egypt, and the gatekeepers wrote their names on that day, and brought them to Joseph in the evening. And Joseph read the names from the hands of the gatekeepers of the city, and he found that his brethren had entered at the 10 gates of the city. And Joseph at that time commanded that it should be proclaimed throughout the land of Egypt, saying, Go forth, all ye store guards, close all the corn stores, and let only one remain open, that those who come may purchase from it. And all the officers of Joseph did so at that time, and they closed all the stores and left only one open. 11. And Joseph gave the written names of his brethren to him that was set over the open store, and he sent unto him, Whosoever shall come to them to buy corn, ask his name, and when men of these names shall come before thee, seize them and send them. And when the sons of Jacob came, and they did so. 12. And when the sons of Jacob came unto the city, they joined together in the city to seek Joseph before they brought themselves corn. 13. And they went to the walls of the Horites, and they sought Joseph in the walls of the Horites for 3 days, and for they thought that Joseph would come in the walls of the harlots. But Joseph was very comely and well favored. And the sons of Jacob sought Joseph for 3 days, and they could not find him. 14. And the man who was set over the open stores sought for those names which Joseph had given him, and he did not find them. Verse 15. And he sent to Joseph, saying, These 3 days have passed, and those men whose names thou didst give unto me have not come. And Joseph sent servants to seek the men in all Egypt, and to bring them before Joseph. 16. And Joseph's servant went and came into Egypt, and could not find them, and went to Goshen. Excuse me. And they were not there. And then went to the city of Ramses, and could not find them. 17. Well, what's happening is Joseph is trying to narrow down the passages of his brothers to kind of pinpoint where they are while they were in Egypt, to gather them all together. Verse 17. And Joseph continued to send 16 servants to seek his brother, and they went and spread themselves in 4 corners of the city. And 4 of the servants went into the house of the harlots, and they found the 10 men there seeking their brother. 18. And those 4 men took them and brought them before him, and they bowed down to him to the ground. And Joseph was sitting upon his throne in his temple, clothed with princely garments, and on his head was a large crown of gold, and all the mighty men were sitting around him. 19. And the sons of Jacob saw Joseph, and his figure and comeliness and dignity of countenance seemed wonderful in their eyes, and they again bowed down to him to the ground. Verse 20. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but they knew him not. For Joseph was very great in their eyes, therefore they knew him not. 21. And Joseph spoke to them, saying, From whence come ye? And they all answered and said, Thy servants have come from the land of Canaan to buy corn, for the famine prevails throughout the earth. And thy servants heard that there was corn in Egypt, so they have come amongst the other comers to buy corn for their support. 22. And Joseph answered them, saying, If you have come to purchase as you say, why do you come through 10 gates of the city? It can only be that you have come to spy through the land. 23. And they all together answered Joseph and said, Not so, my lord. We are right. Thy servants are not spies, but we have come to buy corn, for thy servants are all brothers, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And our father commanded us, saying, When you come to the city, do not enter together at one gate, on account of the inhabitants of the land. Verse 24. And Joseph again answered them and said, That is the thing which I spoke unto you. You have come to spy through the land. Therefore you all came through 10 gates of the city. You have come to see the nakedness of the land. 25. Surely everyone that cometh to buy corn goeth his way, and you are already 3 days in the land. And what do you do in the walls of harlots, in which you have been for these 3 days? Surely spies do like unto these things. 26. And they said unto Joseph, For be it from our Lord to speak thus, for we are 12 brothers, the sons of our fathers Jacob in the land of Canaan, the sons of Isaac, the sons of Abraham and the Hebrew. And behold, the youngest is with our father this day in the land of Canaan, and one is not, for he was lost from us, and we through perhaps he might be in the land. So we are seeking him throughout the land, and have come even to the house of harlots to seek him there. Verse 27. And Joseph said unto them, Have you then sought him throughout the earth, that there only remained Egypt for you to seek him in? And what also should your brother do in the house of harlots, although he were in Egypt? Have you not said that you are from the sons of Isaac, the sons of Abraham? And what shall the sons of Jacob do then in the house of harlots? 28. And they said unto him, Because we heard that Ishmaelites stole him from us, and it was told unto us that they sold him in Egypt, and thy servants, our brother, is very comely and well favored. So we thought he would surely be in the house of harlots. Therefore thy servants went there to seek him and give ransom for him. 29. And Joseph still answered them, saying, Surely you speak falsely and utter lies, to say of yourself that you are the sons of Abraham. As Pharaoh liveth, you are spies. Therefore you come to the house of harlots, that you should not be known. Verse 30. And Joseph said unto them, And now if you find him, and his masters required of you a great price, will you give it for him? And they said, It shall be given. Verse 31. And he said unto them, And if his master will not consent to part with him for a great price, what will you do unto him on his account? And they answered, saying, if he will not give him unto us, we will slay him and take our brother and go away. Verse 32. And Joseph said unto them, that is the thing which I have spoken to you. You are spies, for you are come to slay the inhabitants of the land. For we heard that two of your brethren smote all the inhabitants of Shechem in the land of Canaan on account of your sister. And you now come to do this come to the like in Egypt on account of your brother. Verse 33. Only hereby shall I know that you are true men, if you will send home one from among you to fetch your youngest brother from your father, and to bring him here unto me. And by doing this thing I will know that you are right. Verse 34. And Joseph called to 70 of his mighty men, and he said unto them, take these men and bring them into the war. Verse 35. And the mighty men took the 10 men, they laid hold of them and put them into the war, and they were in the war these days. Verse 36. And on the third day Joseph had them brought out of the war, and he said unto them, do this for yourselves, if you be true men, so that you may live. One of your brethren shall be confined in the war, whilst you go and take home the corn for your household to the land of Canaan. And fetch your youngest brother, and bring him here unto me, that I may know that you are true men when you do this thing. Verse 37. And Joseph went out from them and came into the chamber, and wept a great weeping, for his pity was excited for them. And he washed his face and returned to them again. And he took Simeon from them and ordered him to be bound. But Simeon was not willing to be done so, for he was a very powerful man, and they could not bind him. 38. And Joseph called unto his mighty men, and 70 valiant men came before him with drawn swords in their hand. And the sons of Jacob were terrified at them. Verse 39. And Joseph said unto them, seize this man and confine him in prison until his brethren come to him. And Joseph's valiant men hastened, and they all laid hold of Simeon to bind him. And Simeon gave a loud and terrible shriek, and the cry was heard at a distance. Now this is the beginning of that shrieking noise. So I just want to let y'all know what's getting ready to happen on this particular account. Verse 40. And all the violent men of Joseph were terrified at the sound of the shriek, that they fell up on their face, and they were greatly afraid and fled. Verse 41. And all the men that were with Joseph fled, and they were greatly afraid of their lives. And only Joseph and Manasseh, his son, remained there. And Manasseh, the son of Joseph, saw the strength of Simeon, and he was exceedingly wroth. 42. And Manasseh, the son of Joseph, rose up to Simeon, and Manasseh smote Simeon a very heavy blow with his fist against the back of his neck, and Simeon was still of his rage. 43. And Manasseh laid hold. Now check this out. There was about 70 Egyptians trying to hold down Simeon, but the only person that was able to hold down Simeon at that particular time was Joseph's son Manasseh. And Manasseh laid hold of Simeon, and he seized him violently. And he bound him and brought him into the house of confinement. And all the sons of Jacob were astonished at the act of the youth. This is because Joseph taught him the ways of the Hebrew. This is the only reason, because it was an inheritance for Manasseh, so was it with all the Hebrews of Jacob. Verse 44. And Simeon said unto his brethren, none of you must say that this is the smithing of an Egyptian, but it is the smithing of the house of my father. Verse 45. And after this, Joseph ordered him to be called, who was set over the storehouse, to fill their sacks with corn as much as they could carry, and to restore every man's money into the sack, and to give them provisions of the road. And thus did he unto them. Verse 46. And Joseph commanded them, saying, take heed lest you transgress my orders to bring your brother, as I have told you. And it shall be, when you bring your brother hither unto me, then will I know that you are true men, and you shall traffic in the land, and I will restore unto your brother, and you shall return in peace to your father. 47. And they all answered and said, accordingly as our Lord speaketh, so will we do. And they bowed down to him to the ground. 48. Now they're kind of shaken up, because they just saw that this man's son knew the ways of the Hebrew. Only the Hebrews had this particular type of strength to do such, to calm down Simeon, because Simeon could not be controlled by 70 Egyptians, but only one was able to control. Manasseh got him under control. 48. And every man lifted his corn up on his ass, and they went out to go to the land of Canaan, to their father. And they came to the end, and Levi spread his sack to give providers to his ass. When he saw, and behold, his money in full weight was still in his sack. Now they kind of wondering about what is going on around here. Verse 49. And the man was greatly afraid, and he said unto his brother, my money is still restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And the men were greatly afraid, and they said, what is this thing that the Most High had done unto us? Verse 50. And they all said, and when the Most High's kindness with our father, with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that the Lord has this day delivered us into the hands of the king of Egypt, to contrary against us. 51. And Judah said unto them, surely we are guilty sinners before the Lord our God, in having sold our brother, our own flesh. And wherefore do you say, where is the Lord's kindness with our fathers? 52. And Reuben said unto them, said I not unto you, do not sin against the lad, and you would not listen to me. Now the Most High required him from us, and how dare you say, where is the Most High's kindness with our fathers, whilst you have sinned unto the Most High? Verse 53. And they tarried overnight in that place, and they rose up early in the morning, and laded their asses with their corn, and they led them and went on, and came to their father's house in the land of Canaan. And finally, verse 54, and Jacob and his household went out to meet their sons. And Jacob saw, and behold, their brother Simeon was not with them. And Jacob said unto his son, where is your brother Simeon, whom I do not see? And his sons told him all that had befallen them in the Egypt. Now this is the end of chapter 51. Tomorrow we will go into 52, and you will see all this power getting ready to accumulate. And you will see something very extraordinary among the Egyptians, because the power of the Hebrews is still in effect. I apologize for the rough start that we've had. We will go ahead and continue on tomorrow. And until next time, this is Brother Malachi saying shalom.